Hello everyone, happy Mother's Day to the mothers and happy Mothering Day to those who give a lot from your heart and caregive often throughout your day and your life. And today's meditation here is to help the caregiving aspect of ourselves settle in and replenish, kind of a return of love to self. So I'm going to ask you to take a moment and clear everything, clear your plate from everything that you have on your mind and everything on your agenda, and just set aside about 5 minutes to come into yourself. So when you've cleared yourself of distractions, I'd like you to just find a comfortable seat and then place your feet flat on the ground. And I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. I might close my eyes a bit through this, but I'll keep my eyes open to guide you. So close your eyes and lean back into what may feel like a waterfall of light. So I'd just like you to imagine that there's a beautiful waterfall of grace, of light flowing behind you. And I'd like you to imagine with your eyes closed that you are leaning into that waterfall of light. And then take some deep breaths there to allow any tension to start to release off your back. And then I'd like you to, as you're breathing and releasing here, just imagine what it may feel like to lean forward and then lean back into that flow of light and let the light or the water, imagining it, let it flow more over the top of your head. Kind of play with that a little bit of leaning forward and then leaning back. And then feel yourself again, it's like a pulse. You're going to lean forward again, and then imagine leaning back, and what would it feel like if that waterfall of light came all the way over the front of your face, your forehead, your heart. Take some deep breaths, and you're going to find for yourself kind of a happy medium, a place where you can sit in between the front and back of that waterfall of light. And when you feel that your body's settled from that pulsing forward and pulsing back, leaning forward, leaning back, then just close your eyes and let your body come into stillness. And then I'd like you to imagine here that you're going to balance your heart energy. So for mothers, we give unconsciously all the time from our heart. Some of it's conscious, but a lot of it is a lot of heart energy that spills out just through our bonding and our attachments to the people around us that we love. It doesn't always have to be mothers. Fathers certainly do the same, and also anyone who really truly has an open heart and the capacity to give in love and nurture from your heart has this as well. So we're going to start to balance a little bit more between the front and back side of your heart chakra. So heart chakra being the power center in the center of your heart. So the ideal state of the heart from the energetic perspective is that it's open in the front and it's open in the back. So the back side blossoms towards like a flower towards the back behind us, and the front of the heart blossoms forward. So if you can imagine right now that forward and leaning back motion, kind of take that into your heart a little bit and start to notice if you feel pulled in the front of your chest. If there's a feeling of being pulled out of you in the front. And I'd like you to reverse that action by imagining that you're going to call your energy back into the center of your chest, leaning back into that waterfall of light. Good. And then as you breathe here, calling your energy back, we're going to allow the back side of your heart to blossom open. So just imagine that there's a flower back there that's going to blossom open towards behind you. And we're going to let that waterfall of grace start to flow into the back of your heart. Or it's that you're leaning back into the waterfall and some of that water, that light, starts to flow into the back of your heart. Take some deep breaths and just lean into receiving grace, replenishing yourself in the back of your heart, spiritually, energetically. And as you're leaning back to do that, and you're breathing, you're going to let your shoulders relax, your mind relax, your nervous system relax. And we'll allow that light of love to fill in through the back of your heart as your heart starts to generate more strength, more power, more love. Power through the heart is love. So you're generating more energy here for yourself, just simply for your state of being. Take some deep breaths here, receiving love in through the back of your heart on your inhale. On an exhale, we're just going to let that love radiate throughout your heart. Inhale love in through the back of your heart. On an exhale, allow it to radiate through your heart. Good. So for your Mother's Day, and actually this would include any day that you may feel that fatigue from overgiving or kind of a pull in the heart from being pulled or overgiving, that you come to this awareness of the back of your heart chakra, that you open up and receive love, receive grace, receive divinity in through the back of your heart. Call that light in. And when you relax and lean back and imagine that it prompts our energy body automatically to draw our energy back into our chest. We automatically lean back into ourselves. So be mindful of this state, that you're centering your heart instead of leaning too far forward, offering so much of yourself out. We're well sourced when we slow down, when we tune in, when we let this light come in through the back of the heart and give from that place, as opposed to having the heart completely open and giving and receiving only through the front side. It's very taxing on our heart energy and eventually on our mental state. So use this meditation throughout your day, throughout your week, and any time that you feel that you could use some replenishing in through the back of your heart. So we'll just ask again that that beautiful river of light pour through us, that the back of your heart is engaged with that light and receiving. Your inhales draw that light in through the back of your heart, and your exhales radiate your heart light out. I wish you a very blessed Mother's Day and any day that this meditation may be helpful for you. If you'd like to learn more about any offerings that I may have, you can visit my website. It's schoolofintuitivestudies.com, and I am Wendy De Rosa. Thank you.